Thank you very much to Alan Cooperman for his important and fascinating words. I would really try and spur you on to read that excellent research study that they created. I believe that, I sincerely hope that it will be easy to achieve. Welcome. He welcomed someone who just came. I simply wanted to promote what Alan mentioned about reading the material itself, because what we saw was just the tip of the iceberg. Okay, we're now going to open up the second session, which is a delving very deeply into what Alan mentioned and spoke about. And I would like just first Mr. Alan Alterman, who is a research fellow here at the INSS, and we would like to thank him for organizing this symposium. Owen, it was excellent, and created the contact with the Pew Research Center. And he'd like to say a few words. Yes, it will be briefly. Thank you, Meir, and thank you, all of you, and thank you, Shani David, who is Assistant Research Fellow here, who helped us immensely. So yes, definitely a round of applause and a vote of gratitude. But as it was already mentioned, but I think it can be repeated, so a tremendous vote of gratitude to the Pew Research Center, Alan, who we've seen, Andy Cohen, Mr. Sagal and Andy Schiller, Washington, who's in Washington and watching. And I'm not sure if you all are familiar with the Pew Research Center, but it is the world leading research center, not only in the United States, but around the world. And it is the most top professional work that they carry out. And the fact that they actually have become our partners in this symposium and this research really means for us so much, and it's a tremendous honor. But out of the over 8 million Israelis, each of us comes to this kind of survey from their own private angle. I remember after I immigrated to Israel a few years ago, people asked me my opinions, and they asked me for various demographic sort of data as well. They asked me, what do you belong to? What are you affiliated with? You're Haredi, Dati, secular, Chiloni. And I found it very confusing. What am I affiliated with? It took me a year to understand that I'm from the Masorti sector, and I feel that we're in a kind of shadow. We're sort of in a shade. I'm not quite sure what our definition is and what we really belong to. So this evening, when we were trying to organize panels, after the break, by the way, this panel will take place, of people who actually are a kind of in this intermediary sector, and they belong to it. So yes, we've heard about our society with so much polarization, and I wonder and ponder whether we from the Masor team should be a kind of bridge, and I was quite proud when I was listening to the results that I could fill that role of being a mediator or a bridge. So I would like to invite Dr. Tzipi Israeli, a research fellow here at the INSS, to invite the participants of this panel. And I hope we'll enjoy the rest of the evening.